Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jody, and on my channel I talk about Broadway and books. So many books, so little time, that's what I like to say. And if you're not new here, thank you so very much for your continued support. So in today's video, I'll be continuing my Broadway show series where I talk about every Broadway show I ever saw over the 20 years I was seeing Broadway shows on a regular basis. Also known as the best years of my life because I was getting to see Broadway shows on a regular basis. And as someone who hasn't seen any shows on Broadway in several years now, I'm very sad about that. But I guess that's another video for another time. So yeah, as per usual with the series on my channel, I will talk about who was in the cast of my performance, who was on the creative team, any favorite songs or moments I had from the show, highlight the show itself, and anything interesting I find in the playbill along the way. So without any further ado, let's get on to today's show. So today I'll be talking about the 16th Broadway show I ever saw, which was the revival of A Chicago. So I saw this in February 2002 on a bus trip at the Shubert Theater. So if you're familiar with Broadway, specifically the musical Chicago, you might say to yourself, that's not playing at the Shubert Theater anymore, and you'd be right. This musical is currently playing at the Ambassador Theater, but originally Chicago did premiere on Broadway at the Shubert Theater. It played there for a few years, and then it transferred to the Ambassador Theater around 2003 to make room for the Broadway revival of Gypsy starring Burnett Peters. So a bit of a Broadway fun fact for you there. But currently there is no show currently playing at the Shubert Theater, but a new musical called Hell's Kitchen is going to start there in March. So in case you didn't know, now you do. And so now let's get into what is in the playbill. There is the page with the credits, and as per usual, I will be showing all these pages a little bit longer than I have to, so the camera does not go out of focus, because, you know, that would be why. Okay. And then the page with the headshots of all the performers in the show. And then last but not least, the cast list. So, you know, as far as who was at the performance that I saw, offhand, I didn't remember anybody who I saw on this show. It was 2002, so it's been quite a while. But, you know, some names do really stand out to me now, as I have, you know, seen them in other shows or on television or in movies. So I'll just go over, you know, some of the people who I recognize now. Belle Calloway was at my performance. She played Roxy Hart. Lou Gossett Jr. was at my performance. He played Billy Flynn. Michelle Polk was also at my performance. She played Mädchen Mama Morton. And I don't think I recognize anybody else's name. But I'm sure they've done several Broadway shows, been in movies, television, and things like that. I just, you know, I don't watch everything. I haven't seen every Broadway show, so just gonna leave it there. And as far as the creative team now, I'll show the page with the credits once more. Okay, so, I mean, if you know Chicago, if you know Broadway, you already know this, but the music and lyrics were done by Fred Ebb and John Cantor. Fred Ebb did the lyrics, John Cantor did the music. The book was by Fred Ebb and Bob Fosse. And let's see what else. Anyone else's names stand out to me? Oh, the choreography was I'm tongue-tied, sorry. Anne Rankin did the choreography for the Broadway revival of Chicago in the style of Bob Fosse. That's what I was trying to get to do. And then Walter Bobby directed the show. So that's some members of the creative team that I recognize their names. And as far as how did I like the show, I really like the show. This is like one of those iconic Broadway shows that, like, even if you don't love Broadway and you don't love theater, everybody's aware of Chicago. You know, like all that jazz, you know, you have just like an amazing score in this show. It's kind of like I said, very much an iconic show. I think at this point on Broadway, it's the longest running Broadway revival, like in the history of like Broadway. So that's super cool. But yeah, I really like the show. Like I said, I really like the songs. It's a show where the songs and the story and the costumes and the performances kind of like are center stage. There's really not much of a set. The orchestra is in the center of the stage, and like the performance kind of just works its way around that. And you know, I haven't seen many shows where there's like not much of a set, but this is one that definitely works because you're more focused on the songs and the performances and the dancing. Oh my gosh, the dancing. It's like iconic dancing. Bob Fosse, obviously. But I'll just get to the page with the song list now. Let's see where. So the song list starts at the bottom of this page with the cast list. I don't know if the first few numbers are right there. And then, let's see, yeah, that's Act 1. And then Act 2 is on the second page. Right. I don't know if that's going to show up as well, but I'm trying. Second act right here. Let's see what songs. Oh my gosh, it's like in Chicago, like every song is just like amazing. You got All That Jazz is literally the opening number. All I Care About, that's a good one. Let's see. My Own Best Friend, good one. And I don't remember how Razzle Dazzle goes, but I think that's when they're in the courtroom scene. It's like, you know, the circus of the trial and everything like that. Mr. Cellophane, Me and My Baby. I mean, like almost, like literally almost every song is like a song you remember. I don't remember. I'm looking at some of them. Some of them I don't remember, but like it's almost like a score where like every song is like a song you remember. It's like that kind of score, even though I don't remember every song. You know what I mean? But I don't know if I have. I think trying to think if I have a favorite moment in the show. All That Jazz is probably one of my favorite moments. And then the finale. That's a number I really remember. What's the number song for that? Well, it just says finale. But you know, I think like I think they remember Velma and Roxy's name go up in like lights, and it's like a real number. But yeah, almost every song is amazing this show. I like the whole thing thoroughly. So yeah, great show. If you get the chance to see it, it's currently on Broadway at the Ambassador Theater. And actually, if you get to see it, I don't know when she begins her run on Broadway in Chicago, but I don't even know what part she's playing, but I'm guessing it's probably Roxy. I don't know. But Ariana from Vanderpump Rules is going to be in Chicago. Oh my God, I would love to see it with her. She's just like, I just love her so much. Huge fan of Vanderpump Rules. What can I say? I love Bravo. Bravo TV literally gets me through life now. So yeah, if you didn't know, Ariana from Vanderpump Rules is going to be in Chicago. I think she starts in January. I'm not sure when, but in case you didn't know, and you're a fan of Vanderpump Rules, she's going to be in Chicago. So that's pretty cool. Okay, and now for anything interesting I find in the playbill along the way. And I looked at this a little bit before I made this, and this is like a really good playbill. It's got a lot of good stuff in there. And then there's the page where, you know, I clearly saw this in February 2002. There you go. And then they had a thing about here, like it's one of those. It's like a theater quiz where it's about Broadway love songs, and like they have a picture and they're like, what show is this song from? I knew most of them, like by heart. I've seen most of these shows, but this is like really fun too. Yeah, they've got a lot of good shows here. You got Rent, Phantom, Sideshow, Music Man, Falsettos, Miss Saigon. I almost had the chance to see Miss Saigon, the Broadway revival, when it was on Broadway, but I almost had a chance to see it on a bus trip, but then we waited too long to get the tickets, and it just never happened. And ironic, I've never actually seen the Music Man on Broadway, which is kind of a bummer because I really wanted to see the 2000 revival that was there. But I guess out of all these shows, the one that is probably my most favorite is Sideshow. I actually did get to see the Broadway revival. I want to say it was the 2014 or 2013 Broadway revival. it didn't have as long as a run as it should have. Probably just as like the original. It's sideshows right here, but oh my gosh. One of the best shows I've ever seen on the Broadway stage. Let's see what else was interesting to me. I'm all over the place today. Haven't had a great day. So I was like, let me make a video where I talk about Broadway shows. So maybe that'll lift up my spirits. I don't know. Then one of my favorite, not like Broadway performers, but like, you know, actresses is Christine Baranski. And I guess at the time she was doing, she was playing Miss, what was it? She was playing Mrs. Lovitz in a Kennedy Center production of Sweeney Todd, starring opposite Brian Stokes Mitchell. OMG, that would have been amazing to see. But here's a little interview with her about the show. She's just the best. I think I've only seen her in one Broadway show, which is Boeing Boeing, which is my favorite comedy of all time. And let's see, maybe that's it. I was looking through this listing of like all the Broadway shows on Broadway, because I was going to say what my next Broadway show is, and it's super odd that it's not listed in here because it was a pretty popular show, and my camera is out of focus. This usually helps. No? Maybe my camera knows when I'm sad, and it's sad too because of that. I don't know. Here, let me try this. I think, okay. Like I said, this has been a weird day. Yeah, the next Broadway show, it's not in that, thing in the back of the Playbills where it lists all the Playbill shows. My next Broadway show, which will be my 17th Broadway show, is the Broadway musical Mamma Mia. So be sure to stay tuned for that video. But yeah, today was where I talked about my 16th Broadway show, which was the Broadway Revival of Chicago. And yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so very much for watching. I've had quite a not so great day, so it really does mean a lot that you watch this video. And yeah, that's going to be it for today's video, like I said. Okay. Till next time. Bye.